Monique, and I'm live once more, and I hope that you can hear me properly, and I'm using my big mic here. I don't know, it was weird. Last night, I didn't put the podcast on my YouTube page because, I don't know, maybe after 2 hours it doesn't work properly to YouTube. But anyhow, it was like all messed up and everything, so it didn't work properly, so I tried it before coming on here, and hopefully the broadcast works properly this time. Right now I'm listening to Chris Brown. And I did my nails like I said I would. And it's kind of weird. I did like 3 coats and you can still kind of see my nails through the nail polish. Anyhow, so yeah, I want to talk about photography. And a couple of things that have happened since yesterday. It was weird. I did my face mask. And for some reason, I feel like some of the face mask might have, like, when I was washing it, it dripped into my eye. Because I woke up this morning and, like, my eye hurt so bad. And it's, like, red a little bit. So I'm trying not to touch it too much. And obviously, like, touching your eye with these kind of nails, it could scry. So I don't want to touch it too much. But it's so difficult. Like, I had a shower and I had to be like... So I'm trying not to blink too much, but it's weird. I'm trying to like force my eye to be open and it kind of hurts to be open. The only other time it kind of felt like that was when I think it was like I had an eyelash that was like stuck in my eye and it was scraping my eye. So only other kind of thing like that. Anyhow, hello people. I'm surprised that nobody is on YouNow right now. It is Mother's Day, but it's like the afternoon, and church should be over, so you should be here. I was watching Zoe this morning, and he was at church. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, he was like, I don't know, he was like broadcasting in church, which is kind of bad. But I don't know, if you want to show it, I guess it's a good thing, right? So... check out my Instagram page. I'm actually going to put the link to my Instagram here. One second. I take a picture every single day. And so after this broadcast, I'm actually going to be working on a whole bunch of stories, writing stories, and then editing some pictures as well too. So it's going to be a different day. I want to do all that stuff first after the broadcast. I don't like to procrastinate, so I did like 4 stories on Friday, and I was supposed to do 2 more yesterday, but I'm going to try to do 4 more today and maybe 1 tomorrow, so that I'm not too, overloaded on Monday. And I'm going to play this. I'm going to play Sims 2. I know there's like Sims 4, but I have like every single expansion pack for Sims 2 right now. That's what it looks on the back. This is like the University Edition. This is the original game for Macs. There. And if I sound kind of out of breath right now, it's just because I finished my workout. And so, like I said, I was in a car accident last year, and I'm still trying to heal and go through like physiotherapy. Hey, new people watching. Joe Knight. Hello. Anyhow, so I'm saying that I just finished doing my workout, and I don't know, it's not a regular workout. I'm doing like this dance workout thing. So basically, you can go onto my YouTube page after this broadcast, and I'll put up all the songs that I was dancing to. I danced to a whole bunch of, like, I just selected a bunch of playlists off of my Google, like I was doing Google Cast on the TV. And then I put like, I don't even know how many songs. There was enough for 45 minutes. Each song was about 5 minutes or 6 minutes long. And they were all Yara songs because she has like really songs like, what's that one? That I Bet song and the I'm Out song. That one's the one with Nicki Minaj, and when they're all like, and she's got the grill in her teeth. But anyhow, yeah, so that was really cool too. But this afternoon, after I finish the broadcast, I'm going to play Sims 2. I know that there's like Sims 3 and 4 now, but I don't like Sims 3. I don't know, maybe it's just like the graphics that are in it. It seems like Sims 2 was like the really awesome graphics, and then something happened and they tried to make it smoother, or I don't know what. But I don't like it. So it's like on the inside. There's another one, but I don't want to pull it out. because I don't want to ruin my nails more than they're already ruined. It was weird. I used a PC at first before I got into photography, and I had like every single, maybe I'll post a picture, I'll bring it later, but I had every single expansion pack almost for PCs, and then after I got a Mac, and it was just like day and night, I was like, oh, a Mac computer for photography? And so I had to go get expansion packs because you couldn't use the same ones. It's the university one. You couldn't use the same ones for PCs on a Mac computer. It just doesn't work, so that kind of sucks. Anyhow, so last night I went on my midnight drive, and oh, there's my nails. I actually painted them orange. I'm gonna keep it on for 2 days, like I said, and that's it, because I don't think this is gonna be too appropriate for work. Or I could just be like, just don't look down at my hands. But yeah, I went for like a 25-minute drive on like the highway last night, and I put on some lights on the car, and I had some music and stuff. Like I was listening to Deadmau5. I think that's how you say his name. But yeah, some really cool songs. I don't know. I had them on my Twitter page if you want to see the songs that I was listening to. And it sounds really cool, especially when you have like, you know, a subwoofer, a really good stereo, and something that doesn't vibrate the whole car. So yeah, I was listening to that. Got home safely. What do I want to say? Oh, visit my YouTube channel, because today is the day that I'm supposed to upload the iMovie video. It's just a tip on how to do some editing in iMovie, and how to use an external hard drive when you're using iMovie and Final Cut Express too. So that is going to be fun. Yeah. Cameras. Oh, I wanted to actually talk about a camera tip, so maybe I'll do that first. So let me grab my camera. Oh, I have to take this thing off of my lap. Ooh. So yay! So this is our standard camera. This is the one I wanted to use just to show you. I'm running out of battery power. It's like flashing on the top. It's flashing on the top, no matter what, if I have it on or... Okay, so I want to talk about a trick of freezing action. And for example, I want to use like freezing water. So say you're by like a river or like a waterfall or something like that, and you want to freeze the action of the water going down the waterfall, right? So there's kind of like two kind of ways to do it. Well, the first is just basic. You speed up your shutter speed. So you have like a high shutter speed. So, for example, you know, 1/2000 is your shutter speed, or you can ramp up your ISO too, but I don't really do that too much. Maybe like I'll keep my ISO on 400 usually for pictures, like everyday pictures. If it's really bright outside and the sun is high in the sky or whatever, I'll just have my ISO on 100. And that's just like a tool, well, a trick called Tighten Bright. If it's really bright outside, you know, keep your picture tight around the subject and don't have a lot of background noise and stuff to distract this, you know, from the subject. And then you just keep your ISO at 100. But I think that's actually called the Sunny 16 or something like that. But anyhow, I wasn't talking about that. I want to talk about the water. So if you are, say, at the beach and like the surf is coming in and you want to get a picture of the surf crashing against rocks, well, first you put your camera on a solid base, and then like you can use a tripod or you can just put it on a rock or something. But you don't want the camera to be shaking, because if you're shaking, then it's going to be like all like blurry. So you do that first, then you ramp up your shutter speed, and then you take the picture. So when you're taking the picture, if you don't have a tripod, what I do is I kind of brace my arm and my elbow into my body. And as you can see, I'm holding the lens, because like I said, the lens is really heavy, so I don't want to hold just the camera. I want to hold the lens so that, you know, I don't damage this part, this connection part here. And then I have my other hand holding the camera, and then I have my finger over the shutter button. So if you have it on like a tripod, the tripod is attached to here, the collar. It's not attached to the camera. It's attached to the collar of the large lens, right? So, hey new people watching. Nick Florida, Bomb Squad. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hello. Thank you for inviting like 2,000 people. That's crazy. But anyhow, like I said, if you're going to take a picture, you put like the tripod or the monopod on this collar on the bottom here. Let's get closer. You put it on the collar. You don't put it into the camera on the bottom there. Hey new people who are watching. I don't know how to say your name. Is it AUBA underscore BA? But yeah, so that's how you hold it. If you have it on a tripod, you don't have to hold the camera, but you're going to press down a little bit and then snap a picture, and it should be really fast shutter speed to freeze the action. It's like throwing an apple in the air and taking a picture. You want it to be super fast so it freezes the action of the apple midair and not like the apple hitting the ground or whatever. So if you want to get the picture of, say, like water flowing over rocks and it kind of looks like mist, it's the exact opposite. All you have to do is have a really slow shutter speed. You know, like I said, the bulb setting the other night, that's how you do light trails. Well, it's almost the exact same thing. Put your camera on a steady surface or a tripod. And this is one thing, like I said, you press the shutter button, but if you really want to avoid any camera shake, what you do is you get like a little trigger. And I'm sure that Canon cameras make them, but Nikon has a little kind of remote that you can use with any Nikon camera that you just have to sync to the camera. And instead of actually pressing on it and like moving to look through it, all you do is you kind of move to look through it, get ready, and then when you want to take the picture, you press the remote. And so it reduces all the shake, the camera shake. Okay. So I was just talking about how to freeze a item in a picture. Say like you want to take a picture of a waterfall and you want to freeze the water and you want it to kind of look like crashing water, or like say you're throwing a cup of water at somebody, or I was just thinking, what if you're throwing a cup of beer in somebody's face and you want to take a picture of the beer splashing on their face? That's how you do it. You ramp up your speed so that you catch the moment where the person's like, you know? And it's the opposite if you want to get the mist kind of look of water flowing over rocks. You just make sure the shutter speed is really, really slow. Okay? Let me just put down this camera since it's so heavy. Oh, my poor arm. Anyhow, go check out my YouTube page. I am going to see if I can go to my YouTube page right now. And I will put the link in the description or the chat box here. I'm listening to Chris Rock. What am I talking about? I'm like totally crazy today. I think it's because my eye hurts so much that I'm just like, this eye is just killing me. I think I slept wrong, or maybe when I put my face mask on last night, it I was washing it off, it got in my eye somehow before going to bed, and it's just like red as crazy. Okay, so I'm on my page now. Let me see if I can put it in here. Okay, so that is the link to my YouTube page. You want to check it out or subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, you know. And basically I talk about photography tips and, you know, things on YouTube and how to make videos on like special effects and stuff on iMovie and Final Cut Express. And that's because I use those programs as I make videos and like I edit pictures and stuff. I have to do a little bit of editing today and a bunch of writing today, writing news stories and stuff. But check that out and check out my Twitter page because I upload a picture every day to my Instagram, but my Twitter page is where I'm super active, and that's where you can ask me questions at all times. I'm always checking it every single day. It's a slow song. But yeah, I was so tired and I thought, wow, I didn't even notice how quickly the time passed during my workout. I did like this dance workout. I'm going to listen to some Ciara. I like her videos because she dances in her videos, and you can easily do the dance steps in her videos. Anybody can do it, really, if you're fit. So, it's cool. And because all of her songs are really cool. She just had a baby, too. I was putting on this liquid blush today from Merle Norman, because like a couple broadcasts ago they sent me some free stuff because I made a purchase, like a large purchase for my mom and everything for Mother's Day. But it's like liquid. It's like almost like looks like your eyeshadow brush or like your chapstick brush or whatever. It does. It's weird. But yeah, I put it on. You can't really tell, actually. It's very cute. It's not too red. It's not very believable if I have red blush on because, you know, you can't really see my blush unless, like, if I've been out in the sun all summer, you can't see my blush at all. It's just because my pigment is so brown. But yeah, it's really cute. And this one's actually just a sample. But yeah, it's so super cute. I don't want to write cute on the camera. But I did want to talk about another product that I put on. Well, I'm not putting it on right now because I've just given up. But I don't like to throw things away. And hi Miguel. Angela, I don't know how to say your name. Miguel. Angel Argello, I think. Anyhow, so yeah, this is like an eyeshadow potion from Urban Decay. And at first I was just like really excited to use it. And as you can see, I hardly have used it. The container is still almost full of stuff. But I've gone back to using my little paint pot thing from MAC. I find like MAC makeup is the best for my skin, like for darker skin, which is weird. Anyhow, so I'm talking about makeup for this moment, just for this moment, because it's important to photography. So I'm not really wearing makeup today, because I don't like wearing makeup on weekends and stuff when I don't have to. But, so, you have to put on some sort of paint potion or kind of like a primer on your eyes if you want bright colors to show up if you have darker skin. And I use this stuff. I'm just going to open it so you can see what it looks like. That's what the brush looks like. So first, the brush and the material inside of the paint pot is like goopy. It's like, let me get that on there. It's almost like cream. So I don't like it for that. And then when you put it on, it doesn't like dry quickly. So you have to wait for it to dry for a bit, and then you can put eyeshadow on over top. And so it works and everything, but it takes so long. If you use the MAC, you just put your finger in, and then you kind of rub it on, and it's thick like Nivea cream thick. And 5 seconds later, I can put it on, and I can put sky blue, neon blue on my eyes, and it'll show up, and I'll be able to see it. And without it, it's just like really dark. Anyhow, so I'm kind of disappointed. I don't want to throw it away, so I will try to keep using it, but kind of disappointed in it. Especially when it's like expensive too. I think I saw it, like it was a recommendation from somebody, and I was just like, oh, let me try it, and no. And it's kind of funny that they call it the long-lasting eyelash base, or whatever, eyeshadow base, but it's not. It sucks. I know people who are watching The Magician and what is it? Pierce the Falling Killjoy. Well, that's a good name. Wow. That's good, actually. I like that. Anyhow, so yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm sorry if I'm blinking a lot or if my eye is watering or if I'm like... Just because my eye hurts so bad because I think something got into it, or maybe like an eyelash is stuck in there and it's scratching my eye. I'm trying not to touch it because it's making it worse, I think. But yeah, I'm like this. I sound or look crazy. Oh. But the liquid blush was very good. So yeah, I'm really excited to be able to actually play The Sims, because I haven't played The Sims for a while now. I don't have time for anything anymore, which really sucks. Anyhow, go to my YouTube channel, check it out. It's Monique Massiah, just like it's here on like my name. I use my name everywhere because it's kind of like a weird name. I don't see a lot of people with that name unless they're related to me. Although there was this couple that was like 90 years old. Well, not 90, maybe like 70 years old, and they had the same name when I was at a doctor, like a specialist, and I was just like, oh, what are the chances of that? And they looked at me and I looked at them, and we're two different races too. I was just kind of like, oh, how does that? This is one of the songs, the I'm Out song. One of the songs I did, like my little dance workout thing too. My leg didn't even really hurt. It was kind of weird. This is a photo from today, before my workout. I was trying to do some meditation. It was really loud, so it was a little bit difficult. But this is my Instagram page. See, Monique Massiah. And so I post a different picture on there every single day, where I'm going, and just like clothes I'm wearing and things I'm doing or working on. If you go all the way back, you'll see more of our adventures. Let me see if I can find some of them, like in the mountains and stuff. I haven't gone on one of those in a while, but I promise that I will take a whole bunch of pictures of them. Some pictures from Cuba and so on and whatever. But I wasn't going to go there. I was supposed to go to my like YouTube page so you can see. It's weird, it looks different. It's like share on YouTube. No, I don't want to share on YouTube. That's one of my really kind of funny videos where I show people how to use depth of field. So here are some other videos on here too. But yeah, that's my YouTube channel. I have over 128 videos, I think, on there now. So, I don't know. I love posting videos and stuff on how to do tips and tricks and stuff. That's my last name, Massiah. Like, you know, that one, but with an A. Anyhow, yeah. So go visit it and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel, people. Because I need to build my subscriber base, and that's what I want to do this month. I want to really, you know, get lots of likes on the videos and build up my subscriber base. Anyhow, so like I said, I talked about freezing action here. I do want to give you guys a photo tip every day on YouNow, just so that, you know, it makes it a little bit easier to take photos and stuff. So that was one tip. But another thing, I noticed that a lot of photographers do this, and it's called chimping. So what it is, they take the picture. They take a picture. Ka-ching, whatever. And instead of continuing to look at the action that's happening up here, they're not sure of the picture, or they just want to kind of gratify themselves by looking down at the camera and scrolling through their last 10 pictures. It's like, why are you scrolling through your picture? Because you look down, you might have missed something that just happened in front of you, right? So you have to cut back on chimping. And so, yeah, so you take your picture, you look up, and then you look down again and continue taking your pictures. And then you might actually just turn around, and I do this a lot. You turn around and you look at, for example, you're at a soccer game. You turn around and you look at the people in the crowd, because there might be someone wearing a Viking hat going like that. Or there might be somebody throwing something at a player. And, you know, if you can get the picture, like, of them throwing something at the player, or if you're really good, you can get the picture of the player getting hit by something that the fan is throwing. You know, and that doesn't happen if you're only going and then going, let me look at the pictures that I know are ready and that I can look at later. Right? So that is kind of like an action that is not really productive for some photographers, because it takes your eyes away from the action. And, like, what's the point of looking at your picture? You already know it's good. You took it, right? Hi, new people who are watching. But, yeah, don't chimp. But look around and see what people are doing behind you, because sometimes, you know, people are doing wacky things or strange things, and it kind of adds color to the kind of environment and whatever you're doing. If you didn't see earlier, I promised yesterday that I would be painting my nails orange, bright orange, and I did. So they're a little bit messed up because I had a shower too quickly after doing my nails, and like a couple of them are kind of like messed up, but that's okay. I'm only going to keep it on for like 1 or 2 days. I like to put nail polish on so that it just protects my nails from breaking, because these are like my natural nails. But you can tell I put like 3 coats and you can still see the nails underneath, like see through the nail polish. I'm sorry, I like this song, but it's kind of slow, so I'm going to change it to maybe a little faster. I love the work video. It's so awesome. Like I said, I love her dance videos, and anybody can do the choreography in those videos. Might be a little freezing the action. Yeah. My favorite song right now is Dance Like We're Making Love by Massiah. I'm just loving all of her music right now. But anyhow, it's a really cool bass. And like I said, I love listening to that stuff in the car and driving like fast in the car. Fast for us is like 110 kilometers. That's still legal, right? That's the posted speed on the road. So I'll drive like 110 kilometers and I'll have it like blasting with the windows down and everything. I don't know, I just like it. Oh, I've got to stop myself from touching. Did you see Saturday Night Live last night? That's one thing I wanted to talk about, Melissa McCarthy. So I was watching it and I was like, okay, what are they going to do? They've got to one-up each other over and over again. And, you know, Spicer has been in the news a lot about, you know, being replaced by the she's gone out of my head. Anyhow, Melissa that she's driving through downtown New York. I don't know how they did it. Talk about her being replaced and everything. It was really funny. And it's basically and rides and stuff. And then there's exhibition shows of like stuff that you can buy, like boats. Like a thing that farmers and ranchers do, really, or career. They kind of race, and just seeing the dirt kicking up, like the dust and everything. It's like, so are like kind of backcountry roads that are not paved, so when people drive down them, it kicks up dirt, and you can see it in a big pool. I'm listening to Ride by Massiah right now. I think like an hour's worth of CR because I was dancing to her for my dance workout. And I'm very surprised my like hips don't hurt too much. I told this story of, so on Friday I went to get an MRI, and I've never had a test like that done before. But no words. Anyhow, so puts me in the machine. right? And like the walls of it are like right there. It's like being sucked into a tube, and I was just like, calm down. Wow, phones on, and then I thought to myself, it's kind of loud, like a trance song, like if you were at a festival for trance music. And I was like getting into it. I was sitting there thinking that would make a really cool song, and then after I was like sitting there thinking, what the heck? I on my broadcast, the sound was all cutting in and out and everything, which really sucked. So I couldn't put it on my YouTube page. It was just gone forever. And I like to keep a copy so I can put on my YouTube page. And it was weird. It was like a 2-hour long broadcast too. And I noticed here on YouNow they have a new listening to Daft Punk. I don't know how to say it. Is it like Derezed? It's from Tron, the new Tron movie soundtrack. I thought the movie was okay. It's kind of like a kid kind of movie. I remember watching the original Tron, and it was just kind of like, wow. It was cool to see kind of a reboot of the original Tron. I'm going to turn up the music really loud so you can hear it for like 5 seconds. I don't like having it super loud just because I like to be able to be heard over the music while I could like to be able to hear myself. I like listening to this song in the car too. I put on the whole soundtrack when I'm in the car, and I don't know, lately I think it is like people get outside and it's like their opportunity to jump in the car and just speed like crazy. The funny thing about driving in this part of the world, so a lot of the rules over here are like how they are in the United States, right? And like we drive on the same, like on the right hand side of the road like in the United States, but lately I swear like somebody in this area who works for the government must have gone to England for an extended stay or something, and a whole bunch of the four-way stops are turned into roundabouts. But the only problem is, even though that's in the driving manual and people should know how to do it, they haven't seen roundabouts in like years, so they don't remember how to drive on them. I saw someone drive in the wrong direction on one. I was like, oh, like they took the wrong direction for the exit, so they went left instead of continuing right and then going around the circle. I was like, oh, if nobody was there, you know, it's a good thing that nobody was there or else they'd be dead. But yeah, just, I kind of blame that on the city because, you know, you should put up signs and tell people or like paint stuff on the road saying this direction. And it is kind of confusing if you come from a country where it's on the other side of the road. So right now I'm listening to that Whoop That Trick song. And if you remember, this song is from Hustle and Flow, that movie. It was like the first movie that Taraji, I can't say her name, Taraji P. Henson, I think, or was in. She's a girl from Empire. So that's her talking. And she is like real bad in this movie. But DJ, I think it is. Who plays it? He's from Empire too. Let me just see the cast. I'm gonna like Google the cast of Hustle and Flow. But that was like, yeah, Taraji P. Henson. I got it. And Terrence Howard. He was like the bad guy DJ. But it was all based on his, you know, on his point of view, right? Hustle and Flow. And I remember one of my sisters got it for me right after it came out. So I could, like, I got the CD and I got, like, the movie from 2005. But I was listening to it really loud. And this is, like, the peril of listening to music really loud. So I had, like, back door out from our house, like, the walkout part open. And this little kid whose backyard was facing ours was in the backyard. And I must have listened to the song 2 times. And on the second time I was listening, she was like, whoop that trick and whoop that trick. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it's a kid singing that song. So I turned down the volume and went to the next song. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was so funny. This kid, like, they have no idea what they're saying, really, right? But it was just so funny. It was a cool movie. Who else was in it? There were some really cool people, like Ludacris was in it, I think. Juicy J was played by Tiger. No, Juicy J was in. Tiger wasn't in there. Tiger was the one of the bad guys, I think. And Juicy J was the character, or the person that he was playing. Anyhow. Let me look this up. There were a lot of really cool rappers who were in that movie. And it was like an MTV kind of movie too, I think, too. So. And it's like based in Memphis, Tennessee. I think that's what it was. It was like this really rough and tumble kind of a movie. But yeah, that was like the first time you got to see him. And Taraji P. Henson. They were like the two main characters. Anderson was in it too. So like I was saying earlier, I'm trying to grow the subs on my YouTube page. It's the same name as my YouNow page. It's Monique Massiah, Massih, like the Massiah. So visit my YouTube page and see some of the videos. They are just basically about photography and tips and tricks on photography. I'm just going to put the link again in there so you can see. But also, I'm going to put the link to my Instagram so you can see some of the places that I go to take pictures too. I'm kind of sad that I'm going to have to take this off of my nails in a day or so. But it is kind of chipping. Maybe I should throw this away. Maybe it's bad. Maybe that's why it didn't last so long. It lasted only a couple of hours, like 12 hours. I bet it was just like the clay mask that I put on. I might have like had, like when I was washing it off, I might have put it in my eye by accident. Like it dropped in my eye. I bet it was something like that. Because it was really irritating to like flush it out, but yeah. So I have to work on like 4. There's a big story that I'm working on, but I don't want to talk about it too much just yet because I don't want to give it away. But yeah, just a lot of research I'm going to have to do in the next couple of weeks. So it'll be fun in a researchy kind of way. I like finding out little facts about people, and I like hearing people's individual stories. I think that's just the photojournalist in me that likes that. I like hearing from people and seeing what's really unique and interesting in their lives. So I don't know. It's going to be weird. My life is always weird. Ooh, let's put this on my other shoulder. I'm not really sure that there's anything I can show you on how to use camera. Like I said, I'm getting the exact same camera, a D2X S, in a couple of weeks. But the thing that I'm waiting for to come in the mail on maybe Monday or Tuesday is the gorillapod. And yeah, it's just so that I can do like more blogging or vlogging with the camera. Not this camera, but my backup one like I showed you the other day, that's really less heavy and easier to just put it on video and take a video as I'm driving or whatever. And also with my Polaroid cube. So I got a Polaroid cube a couple of, maybe like a month or so ago. And what it is this tiny little camera about that size, and it's a cube. And you can put it around your neck, you can put it on a tripod or a stand or something like that. And it's magnetized on the bottom, so you can put it on like your dashboard in your car if it's metal. And you can take pictures, but you can also do video. So if you go on my YouTube page, you will see a Polaroid cube video, and it shows how to use it, and it shows in the video at the end I'm like, yay, and I do like a little twirl with it and everything, and just to show that it actually does work. And it's in color as well. It's not just black and white. I just wanted my video to be in black and white. So go check that out. Check out my YouTube page and check out my Instagram page. I think that on the weekends, on Saturdays, I will broadcast for about 2 hours. It all depends if, how busy I am. Right now, I'm not too busy, but I just want to be able to work on stories and so on. So I have to actually leave pretty soon. I'm listening to an old DMX song. I had no idea that he was so sick.